Today we are comparing two of the most popular cracked Minecraft launchers, SK Launcher 4.0 and Fast Client. By the end of the video, we'll find out which one is actually worth installing. Because after testing both for the last few days, I found some things that genuinely surprised me. We'll start by downloading both the launchers. First of all, open up your browser and search for SK Launcher, or simply use the link in description. Once you're in the website, head over to the downloads page. Scroll down until you find SK Launcher 4.0 Open Beta. Click on the blue button and then hit download now. If you have an ad blocker enabled, make sure to disable it for this page. After that, you'll be presented with download options for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. Now, let's get to the downloading of Fast Client. Search Fast Client in your browser or again, just use the link in the description. As you can see right here, it's available for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. There we go, both installers are ready. Installing SK Launcher is straightforward. Open the installer, run the installer as administrator, choose only for me and click install. While that's installing, let's move over to Fast Client. When I first launched the installer, it asked me whether I want to reinstall or uninstall the launcher. That's only because I already have it installed, so I'll just click cancel. And just like that, both launchers are installed. And before looking into any features, I just wanted to test which launcher opens up faster. And Fast Client took about 5 seconds. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. Plenty of premium launchers take longer than that. And as for SK Launcher, yo, that was like 3 times less. Alright, when opening SK Launcher for the first time, you'll have two login options, Microsoft account or a local account. Since I don't own Minecraft, I'll pretend I didn't hear the Microsoft option. Just enter your username, click login and you're ready to go. Fast Client follows pretty much the same process. Choose either a Microsoft account or a local profile. Type your username and just click add account. And just like that, I now have a cracked account in both SK Launcher and Fast Client. The very first thing that caught my eye was SK Launcher's built-in unemployment calculator, because this tells you how many hours you spent playing Minecraft. I wasn't expecting a launcher to judge my life choices. Now let's talk about the Content Hub. This is where SK Launcher starts showing off. Inside the Content Hub, you'll find access to over 17,000 mod packs. And before someone says, well, that's normal, remember, this is a free cracked launcher. If your favorite mod pack isn't available on Moderate, you can switch over to CurseForge with a single click. On top of that, you can filter everything by Minecraft version, choose between mod loaders, and narrow the list until you find exactly what you're looking for. Everything is built directly into the launcher. No browser, no dragging files around, just click and install. Moving up, we have the servers tab. Both cracked and premium servers are listed here. There's also a surprisingly useful filter system. You can sort servers by region, Minecraft version, and account type. You can even save your favorites for quick access later. And just like premium launchers, you can join a server directly from the launcher. Fast Client also offers direct server joining, and honestly, both launchers do this equally well. Now let's talk about player customization. In SK Launcher, you need to head over to the Customizations tab. Click the purple button that will take you straight to SK Launcher's official website. Here you will need to sign into your SK Launcher account, and if you don't already have one, creating one only takes a minute. Once you're logged in, head over to my account, then customization, where you can upload both your skin and your cape. And if you don't already have a skin, SK Launcher lets you browse a huge collection of community skins. And same goes with the capes. But in my opinion, Fast Client does this better. Instead of making you constantly upload and replace skins, Fast Client lets you create multiple skin slots. That means I can have one skin in slot 1, another in slot 2, and switch between them instantly without constantly re-uploading files. The same applies to the capes. Because remember Sergeant, switching to your backup cape is always faster than changing your whole account. Now it's time to talk about what is probably my most favorite quality of life feature in SK Launcher. If you've ever played different Minecraft versions, you'd probably know the pain. SK Launcher completely removes that headache. Right inside the launcher, you can install, repair, uninstall or switch between different Java versions without ever opening your browser. What's even cooler is that the launcher actually recommends the correct Java version based on the Minecraft version that you're playing. If you're launching Minecraft 1.21, it'll recommend Java 21. Playing something older than 1.20.5, it'll recommend Java 17 instead. Now, using the wrong Java version isn't really that big of a deal, but it's still a thoughtful feature. Fast Client only comes bundled with Java 27. If you need a different Java version, you'll have to download it manually and then point the launcher to that installation. situation. It works, but it definitely isn't as convenient. Moving into the settings menu, both the launchers pack quite a few useful options. Now, two of the features that I really appreciate is the use of performance mode and dedicated GPU that you can enable or disable to tweak out what works best for you. Now, Fast Client also does utilize your dedicated GPU. The difference is it doesn't really let you control that behavior. Now, let's be honest, we're all guilty of spending way too much time customizing things we'll barely notice 5 minutes later. Luckily, Launcher gives you plenty of options. You can switch between light and dark mode, change the color theme, pick your own accent color, switch between classic and modern layouts, and even disable effects like cosmic background and transparent island if you want to squeeze out a little bit more performance. Another quality of life feature in Fast Client was the Discord rich presence. Once enabled, your Discord profile automatically displays that you use in Fast Client. If you disable the feature, it immediately disappears. Both launchers also let you allocate RAM to Minecraft. I've got 8GB of memory installed, so I'll be giving each launcher 4GB for these tests. I'd recommend doing roughly the same, around half your available RAM. Another feature that Launcher has is the storage tab. It tells you exactly how much disk space all your Minecraft instances are taking up. Fast Client can technically show you the same information, but you'll have to open the game directory, right click the folder, open properties. It's not difficult, it's just less convenient. Now let's talk about creating a new instance in both the launchers. You'll first have to click the plus button, choose an icon, give your instance a name, select a Minecraft version, pick your preferred mod loader, and finally click create instance. The launcher downloads everything automatically, and once it's finished, you're ready to play. Now, this is where Launcher absolutely shines. Right inside Launcher, you can browse and install over 7700 mods, and if something isn't available on Modrin, just switch over to CurseForge. Need resource packs? There are over 4600 available. Honestly, this is the feature that impressed me the most while testing Launcher. It genuinely makes the entire modding process feel effortless. Data packs, you'll get over 2400 of them. Everything can be searched and updated right from the launcher. Fast Client takes a completely different route. Instead of giving you a massive library of individual mods, it offers mod presets. Fast Client lets you choose between several pre-configured packs. There's the vanilla profile with no mods. Then there's a performance preset which comes with 6 to 7 optimization mods. After that, there's a performance plus preset which adds even more optimization mods. And finally, visual enhancement preset which includes things like iris shader and dynamic lighting alongside optimization mods. Honestly, this is a really beginner friendly approach. Now let's give this profile a name, choose your Minecraft version, allocate your RAM, and I'm using this preset for example. Now just click create profile, and as you can see right here, all the mods are being installed automatically. I already had an instance with this exact mod preset, so I'll just delete the one that I just created. Alright, we've talked about the features, we've looked at the UI, but none of that really matters if the launcher can't really run Minecraft well. To keep things fair, both launchers are using the same Minecraft version with the same graphics settings and the same amount of allocated RAM. In Launcher vanilla preset, we're averaging around 790 to 800 FPS, and looking at the sky, we're getting like 1700 FPS. Now let's see how it handles something a little more stressful, like a TNT blast test, because I couldn't really think of any other way to stress test my Minecraft. And our FPS dropped to around 330 to 340. Now let's install a few basic optimization mods through Launcher and see if they actually make a difference. And we're only getting around 20 extra frames, but the 1% lows are noticeably better. That's a small improvement but definitely noticeable while playing. Now it's Fast Client's turn. First we'll test completely vanilla Minecraft with the same settings, the same version, the same RAM allocation size, and the same hardware. And sure enough, the results are almost identical. Looking around the world, the FPS is basically neck to neck with Launcher. And looking into the sky, around 1800 FPS. Now, time for another TNT test. The exact same results. So, if you're planning on blowing up your friend's entire survival world, both launchers survive surprisingly well. Now let's enable the performance preset. First of all, I genuinely wasn't expecting a startup screen like this. It actually looks pretty damn clean. But enough staring at menu, let's test it. Okay, that's actually impressive. We're seeing around 100 FPS more than vanilla in certain situations while using the exact same settings. Looking into the sky, 1700. Now one more TNT test. 414 FPS. That's a pretty healthy improvement. Now let's talk about the biggest advantage that Fast Client has. It includes a built-in mod menu, and this is a feature that you normally expect from a premium client. You've got things like motion blur, that doesn't work for me due to some reason, custom block overlays, hitboxes that you can enable by pressing Ctrl+B on your keyboard, a speedometer for whatever reason, a saturation overlay, keystrokes, potion timers, basically all the little quality of life modes that people usually install separately. Although I do have one complaint, you can't really move these overlays around the screen and everything has a fixed position. Alright, time for the Performance Plus preset. Let's see how much a plus it adds to our performance. The average FPS isn't dramatically higher than before, but the frame pacing however feels much more stable. Those annoying little FPS dips happen far less often. And now the ultimate TNT test. 600 FPS. Now that surprised me. That's over 200 FPS higher than what we were saying earlier. And for last, we have the visual enhancement preset. This one isn't really designed to squeeze every last frame out of your PC. Instead, it tries to make Minecraft look better while keeping performance reasonable. However, the 1% lows are a bit twitchy here and there. Looking into the sky, 1600 FPS. And finally, one last TNT test. About 300, close to vanilla. The nice thing is that you can also throw your favorite shader on top of this preset without setting everything up yourself. It's basically a good starting point if you care more about visuals than squeezing every last frame out of your PC. After spending quite a bit of time testing both launchers, I honestly came away impressed. A few years ago, if someone told me that pre-cracked launchers would have this many features, built-in mod support, Java management, optimization presets, and interfaces that actually look modern, I probably wouldn't have believed them. Both these launchers still have some room to improve, but considering they are both completely free, I think the developers behind these projects are doing an amazing job. Now it's your turn. If you have to pick one, which launcher would you choose and why? Which aspect do you think one does better than another? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.